Good day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Janika Johnson, and I am your business moderator for today's session. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leadership worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to inspire, empower, and educate businesses on business. So, welcome to today's session. Today, we have an awesome presentation ready for you guys by Aubrey Cooper on monetizing your content. Aubrey Cooper is a seasoned solo entrepreneur and marketing expert with a dynamic background in web design, technology, training, speaking, and acting. A former engineer, Aubrey transitioned into entrepreneurship in 1996 and has since helped countless entrepreneurs launch and grow their businesses. Known for simplifying complex methods in marketing concepts, she empowers business owners through practical education and hands-on support. As the founder of Vision Doers, Arbor creates safe skill building spaces for solo entrepreneurs and has been featured in commercials and podcasts and community businesses initiatives on multiple platforms. So, without further ado, we will go ahead and welcome Aubrey Cooper into the network to present to us today. Hey, Aubrey, how are you?
I'm great, Janika. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're so excited to learn from you.
Well,
Yeah, so
I'm
I'll turn the
excited to be
floor over
here.
to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, everyone, I'm back again. That means I must be doing something right. I always say that. And I'm always honored that Dr. Eric Kelly calls on me to provide more information because I'm always in my lab, as I call it, working on something. So I have something new to present. But before I present, let me tell you a little bit about myself for any of you that haven't heard me speak before. As Janika said, that my background is in engineering, and when I was an engineer working for HP back in the late 80s, early 90s. And my hairstylist at that time, this was before Vistaprint and Canva, wanted some unique business cards. And since I was in marketing at HP, I said, sure, I'll do some business cards for her. So I did some cards. She loved them. Other hairstylists loved them. And then all of a sudden, I had this little side hustle business as a business card peddler. So I loved it. And while I was still working full time as an engineer. And then I was doing so well. And again, this was back in the late 90s. And there wasn't a lot of Black or women of color in marketing, particularly in supervisor positions. So they wanted to move me into a management position. And that's when my real engineering geek came out. I did not want to be a manager. So I said, look, you know what? Let me turn my little side hustle into a business. Now, I was talking to Janika earlier, and, some people think that engineers are capable of doing anything. Well, I will tell you that you can't do everything if you're not really trained to do it. So business on your own as an entrepreneur and working for a large Fortune 500 company are two totally different things. And I had to find out the hard way. So I was successful for 8 years until the 2008 recession hit. And I was, commingling my personal with my business finances because I didn't know any better. I was an engineer, not an accountant. I was believing in all the marketing hype I was hearing out there. Again, I'm an engineer, not a marketing person. And then what ended up happening is that foreclosure letters started coming, car got repossessed, and I lost my marriage. I share that because I'm letting you know entrepreneurism is serious business. And if you don't know what you're doing, then there's a lot of help out there. I became a SCORE mentor later. There's a lot of resources. So please, please don't take it lightheartedly. Entrepreneurism is a full-time, more than a job. And if you want to know my full story, I did write a book about it, My Leaps of Faith to a Purposeful Life. And it's on Amazon. And not arbitrary means that the things that you go through in life, that they're not arbitrary. They're for a purpose. And we were all not created to just live randomly by chance or by whims. Okay. That's my story. Learn from it. Now, what you're going to learn from today is I won't even say new. It's just like I always have so many things I'm working on. So today I'm going to talk about how to make money with memberships. That means if you are a business coach, a consultant, podcaster, or any kind of content creator, then I'm sure you have a lot of content and you want to know, how do you monetize it? You know, you can't just keep giving away everything for free. I learned that the hard way myself. And so therefore, when I do a lot of training, then the first, especially when I was with SCORE, it was like before you could even introduce yourself, people are already putting in the chat, can I get the recording? Can I get a copy of the recording? You know, because that's valuable information. So I'm going to give you an overview today about how you can monetize that information, because obviously it's of value. You just got to get the right person that will pay for that value. Okay. So let's talk about the types of membership programs that you can create. If you have print or digital content, say for instance, if you have done some designs, like even a graphic designer or people who've created logos, do you know, especially now with AI, that you can take somebody's logo and then have AI reformat it or create something similar to it? I mean, back in the 90s when I started, AI existed. First of all, don't you all be fooled that AI just came out in the last couple of years. No, it has been used for years. It's just now available for entrepreneurs. So now, even more so, people can steal your stuff. So if you put it behind some kind of membership, at least you're getting some kind of payment before people just see all your stuff and steal it. So if you've created a lot of print content, whether it be some kind of ebooks or checklists or guides or anything like that, that's valuable content. Products and services, you can create memberships where people can get discounts. That's existed for years in marketing. How many times have you heard that so join our elite club, join our VIP membership, get discounts on this, discounts on that? There's actually entire businesses that are created from that. Like there's a lot of people who are in network marketing businesses that some of them, they get in the business so that they can get discounts on their travel, on jewelry. You know, by this jewelry that I'm wearing is from someone who was in a jewelry discount business. You know, your services. Oh my goodness. We have for our car wash, get on the membership, and then you get discounts on your car wash, or every 10th wash is free, anything like that. The reason you want to create something like that is to for loyalty. So think about something like that. And which brings me into my next one, which is customer loyalty cards. I was doing this back in the 90s with the hairstylist, that I would create a simple little punch card, and they would give it to their clients. It could be even with their appointment cards, although a lot of people don't use appointment cards today because everybody puts their appointments in their cell phone, but you can still give the cards as a loyalty card. And actually there's some more advanced programs now that are online that you can give someone a loyalty card and they could actually go online and check their balance. These things are not just for Fortune 500 companies anymore. You can do it at a solo entrepreneur level. But again, you want to create loyal customers to keep them coming back. And how many times have you gone to a specific restaurant or a coffee shop or ice cream place, anything like that, because you had a loyalty card and you knew you needed one more punch to get that free coffee? So think about that. So the most obvious, which I didn't say first because I wanted to open your mind, is audios and videos. So just like with the Black Business Network that is trying to get subscribers so that they can watch previous videos, and also with a lot of the streaming, the audio streaming, can't think of all of them now, besides they're not going to pay me to talk about them anyway, but there's a lot of audio streaming. So when people find a good streaming a streaming channel, whether it be audio or video, then getting a subscription. Oh my goodness, look at the TV. Oh my husband. I don't know why he thinks he needs all of them. Again, they're not paying me, but he has Netflix, Hulu, Prime, whatever, anything that comes out. He's paying for all of these streaming channels. Why? Because consumers like on demand. They like to be able to choose what they want to watch or what they want to listen to. Pandora is another one. So, think about that for your business. There are people who will pay. And as long as you don't make it free and easy for anybody to get to, then you make it for the people that find value in it. Podcasts. So all of you podcasters out there that, everybody's saying, get a podcast. But if you're not monetizing your podcast, you got to figure out why. Again, it may be because the audience that you're reaching are people that just want stuff for free. After a while, you really got to start figuring out how to monetize your content. Community. There's a big thing with actually creating memberships with communities. What I mean by that is, think about Facebook. So a lot of people like creating these Facebook communities. Join my community, join my group. Now, I don't think, and I'm not a Facebook expert, I don't think you can on Facebook say pay to join this community, but you can monetize if you have a community. Why are you building these Facebook communities with thousands of people in it and you're getting them chatting and talking to each other and you're not monetizing? You got to learn how to take that off of Facebook. Take it off of your LinkedIn or whatever communities that you're creating. And now that you have these people that they have the same interest, now you can monetize from that. Events. Okay, that's a given. Yes, you can do free events, but not all events should be free. You need to also have paid events. Or a better way is that you can offer a certain level of your event. Especially virtual, it's really easy to do. And there's a lot of people that are doing this on virtual events. They'll say, join my event for free, but then you'll get an email that will say, upgrade to VIP. As an upgrade to VIP, you'll be able to ask questions of the speakers. You'll get a copy of the recording. You'll get all of these other things. So of course, that's how you are now segmenting and finding out the difference between the freebie people and the ones who seriously are interested in that information. Okay. And you can do the same with in-person events. You can have in-person events that the people with the free, maybe they don't get a chance to speak, Imagine having a networking event and say, you can come to this networking event, but if you need to pay upgrade to be able to speak for 2 minutes or something like that. So think of these different levels. Seminars and webinars. I kind of talked about that with events, whether they be online or offline. Oh, and sponsorships. Let's not forget, because I have made money doing events and then looking for sponsors. And a sponsor could be, you could have different levels of sponsorship that whether, but you have to do marketing. So you can have sponsors that you'll say, your logo or your information will be on the event website. So every time someone registers, they'll see your business. You could also be in the, sponsors can be in the program. Sponsors may get some time again on your platform to be able to speak. So you could definitely make money with sponsorships. And then finally, just creating your own organizations, groups, and clubs. That's where I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, and sororities, fraternities, all kinds of groups. You have to pay membership. You have to pay your dues to be a part of that group. Okay, so that's just a whole data dump of the different kinds of memberships, ways to make money, not just content, but memberships. Okay. Now, I'm going to now talk mainly about the benefits of a membership website. Okay. So with a membership website, one that they have to log into something or password protected information, again, it's all about customer loyalty. You'll know the people who really value your information because they will pay for the membership. And you provide exclusive content on the membership side of your website. So what you want to do is learn how to do video clips. This works great for me, that I do clips of my training and I put it on social media, or I'll put a clip on my website. And then, just when people are leaning in and interested, it'll say, subscribe to watch the whole video or to watch the whole training. Also on a membership website, you can create a sense of community. I had it that people that were members on my website, when I would do training or webinars, then I would call them out for, people who weren't on there. I would kind of call them out and I would say, hey, Kim, she's one of my members. And did you get the recent information that I put in the membership side? And we kind of chat about it. So then you have that FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. Then you have the people like, oh, geez, they were talking about a worksheet or a template, or I'd like that. And then they would become a member because they wanted to be a part of the community. Also, membership websites are very low overhead costs. If you have a website, really what you need to do is learn how to create the password protected pages. And sometimes it could cost extra depending on how advanced you want to make that membership, or it could just be something simple as just a password. And but again, it's very simple. Just start with what you already have. Just learn to shift some of your stuff over to a password protected on your website. And you can easily scale up once you get your loyal customers into the fact that the advanced information is members only, and people actually like that. People like that. I'm a member. Yeah, I had someone call me, and I know she hadn't accessed the membership because I have a pretty advanced analytics, and I can see who's actually logging into my membership site or not. And when I did this presentation, and I was teaching others, the how you can monetize with memberships or whatever. And I sent out an email, and then all of a sudden she emailed me back, and she was like, "Am I still a member? Can I still access your information? I hope you didn't kick me out." And I kind of chuckled at it because she's one that just liked being a part of my membership, even though she wasn't really taking advantage of it as much as I wish she would. And that's the thing I'm learning is as a trainer that I give a lot of valuable information, but it's up to whoever receives it when they actually apply it. So with starting now with whatever you have, you can always scale it up to for more advanced and not only scaling up your content, but scaling up your members. They will go with you as you rise, they'll rise with you. And then you'll also be able to attract a higher level type of audience. And then let's not forget the most important thing of generating recurring revenue. Set it and forget it. One of my clients, oh my goodness, when did we set up his membership site? We must have set that. I know he's been with me since 2003. He's almost like a brother. And we set up his site, I think it was like around 2009 or so. And he hasn't really done anything with it because it has videos. He has videos on there. And so he has subscribers and he's getting hundreds of dollars a month recurring revenue. And he's not doing hardly, I won't say not doing anything, but not really doing a lot. Some of the new things he's doing is how he's getting new members, but some of his members have been with him for years. And almost forgot something when I was saying recurring. YouTube. Any of you YouTubers out there, monetizing on YouTube is a big thing. But just imagine, that's how I started with him. He was monetizing on YouTube hundreds of dollars. There are people that are making a lot of money monetizing on YouTube and TikTok. But here's the thing. If YouTube wants to shut you down for any reason, or not only shut you down, but you're putting your content out there for the public, and how you're monetizing on YouTube is that the amount of views that you get, and YouTube's putting commercials, they're putting ads and all kinds of stuff on your content. That's why they're paying you. YouTube is paying you for your content because the advertisers are paying YouTube. So the more content that you put on YouTube for them to make money, then of course they're giving you a commission of it. But that's how my client, he was tired of what was happening is people were taking his content, and his content was truly unique. It was because he used to have a bookstore, and it was a Black bookstore, and he had like a lot of underground scholars that was coming to his bookstore, and they were talking about things that like futuristic, some things that are happening now. And he was the one that had all of those videos. And I'm trying to think of one of the on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of his name now, that a lot of people know, that talked about health, a lot of health products. It'll come to me later. That's my age showing. But anyway, and and now he's seeing his videos that were shot in his bookstore on other people's websites because he had all that stuff on YouTube. All right, I'm off my YouTube soapbox. Put your videos and your content on your own website. You monitor, you manage it, and don't have other people stealing it. All right, so let me talk about some membership website ideas. You can have an e-learning website offering courses and training programs, an exclusive travel website for discount deals and vacations. So for all of you travel agents, you don't have to join a network marketing type of travel business. You can really create your own. You're already, you know how to do the package deals, and you know the advantages of working with a travel agent. So you can have your public view travel site, and then you can say for your exclusive members, then they can get your discounted. Okay, make your own travel website. Health and wellness website, providing access to workout plans, personalized nutrition advice, and wellness coaching. Again, there's a lot of network marketers that they lean towards getting these network marketing businesses. But if you already have expertise in health and wellness, then create your own website, create your own community. Job search website. Yes, we already know a lot of those exist out there with resources like job posting, resume building, interview preparation. Well, just think about it. If you are an HR person, or of course, if you're an HR person for a specific company, that's one thing. But what if you are, I know a lot, I network a lot and I meet a lot of people, and I hear like HR consultants. Or what about what are the people that help you to get jobs? I need to see, this is why I write stuff down, because I forget. I have so much in my head. But the ones that help you to find a business, help you to find a job. And you can create your own site. If you already know a lot of jobs that are out there, then create a site, and people would have to get access to that site for the premier job headhunter. That's what they're called, a headhunter, to get access to the premier jobs that you have. I just thought about one that I don't have on my list, which is agents. That, because my agent does. I am a paid actress, and my agent, you can only get access to certain commercial listings and movies coming up or different things like that if you are a part of her agency. You can create that yourself. You create that so that then you will want to pay for that membership. Community website. This is for independent artists, musicians, creatives, where members can access exclusive content and connect with like-minded people. Dating website. Okay, yes, there's a lot of dating websites out there, but if you're trying to create something exclusive for a different level of people, create your own dating website. And matchmaking services. There's actually consultants that help people with dating. A DIY website for people who love crafting, doing any kind of crafts, teaching people how to do art, how to make jewelry or whichever. Personal finance education website, offering resources such as budgeting tools, templates, and investment tips. The entrepreneur website, that's what I have, resources for tools and a community to support startup business success. And then finally, a professional coaching website with exclusive coaching sessions. This is really great for coaches that have programs that maybe the timing isn't right, or maybe their coaching program is a little too expensive for someone to do the personal one-on-one coaching. Well, then have them subscribe to your website, and you can tell them that they can just do a on-demand information, okay, until they can afford your personal coaching. All right. So now, what is high quality content? High quality content means it's engaging, educational, entertaining, inspiring. It doesn't have to be all four of those, but those are the top hitters. So either one of those, think about what you have. Is it engaging, educational, entertaining, or inspiring? It should have a clear purpose, whether it's to solve a problem, answer a question, or provoke thought. That's high quality content. If you want to do the latest dance craze and the latest challenge and all of that TikTok stuff, then people probably aren't going to pay for that. That's not high quality content, especially when there's a lot more people who are probably going to do crazier stuff than you would ever do that get it for free on TikTok. Okay. So some examples of high quality content, and I talked about a lot of this previously: ebooks, webinars, online courses, video tutorials, blog posts, research reports, white papers, tools or software applications, templates and cheat sheets, live Q&A sessions. I've watched some live Q&A sessions. A lot of times you can get a lot more information from the people in the audience that are asking the questions than the presentation. Community forum, interviews, podcasts with experts, discounts on your products and services, on-demand consulting sessions, photos and graphic resources, personalized content, analytics, data reports, quizzes and surveys. Those work really well too. I've used those. I've used actually all of this stuff. Members only newsletter, case studies, and news updates. Those are examples of what people will pay for. Just got to find the right audience that's going to pay for it. Okay. With a membership website, you offer that exclusive content that I talked about. Create a sense of community by also providing a forum or a discussion board. Allow for your members to make comments on some of the stuff that you have. A blog. I was doing a training on this before, and someone had asked, can they turn their blog into, can they monetize on their blog? Most definitely. All you have to do is put your blog behind what's called a firewall, behind a password protected, and then allow people to comment on it. And that sense of community with a discussion board or comments, and then continuously update your content to keep your members engaged. I think the reason that my one client that I talked about before, every now and then, maybe every 2 months or so, he may add a new video. But the reason being is because he already has like 500 videos on his website. And these are like 1 hour lectures, 1 hour, 2 hour lectures. So like he always says that he's like, I know nobody has watched all those videos, and he has the analytics he can see. So that's why a lot of people are staying on his site. You want to have enough content that you're going to keep them feeling that they're getting their money's worth, and then always add new stuff. Okay. Now, choosing a website platform, there are, like I said earlier, you can do from your existing platform. There's ways that you can add some plugins or some third-party software that you can add to your existing website to be able to have passwords. And then there's also some advanced ones, like the ones that I use, that will allow you to look at your individual membership analytics, and you can do a whole lot more. You could a whole lot more with your content, instead of just a password protected page. You can also do different specials. You can segment and give some stuff to certain members and not the others. But either way, you need to consider your business goals, your budget, and your technical proficiency when selecting the platform for your membership website. You could go from something really simple to, advanced, where you would need a web developer to either create a site from scratch, like something like a Netflix or something like that. You would need somebody to develop that, or somewhere in between, like what I do. And then choosing, now, how do you choose your membership plans and pricing? Remember, you want to be able to have a variety of plans. You don't want to miss out. There's some people who may be very interested in paying for a membership or paying for a subscription, but not if you have it that they got to pay $200 a month. You can have that for some of your elite members, but think about when, again, Netflix and some of those when they first came out, and it was like, you can get it for $4.99. That's why they have so many people, $4.99 a month or whatever. And now they've increased it. You increase it as you go. But you want to offer exclusive, value-added content with perks to your members, with customizable subscription plans and simple pricing. Make it really simple. At this level, you get this. This level, you get this plus all of this. So always have it that scalable plans and pricing. Okay. And then you want to create, when you're going to launch your membership website, create that pre-launch buzz. Offer exclusive content for your new members, run promotions, use your social media to attract and retain members, and monitor your analytics to optimize your results. Really see, are you achieving what you want to achieve? And then, as I mentioned, I have several. I've had success with my own websites, and then I have clients that I've helped them to set up their websites, and I'm here to help you. That's a whole lot of information I gave, and I don't expect you to then just take that and go create your own membership website. But what I am offering is that, instead of, again, I was thinking about offering you a download, you can get all this information I talked about. But again, that's not going to serve you any good, because if you're not technically inclined, just getting a lot of information is not going to help you. And there's no way I was going to put all the information about all of the different options there are. So what I am going to offer you is the opportunity to get on my calendar and book some time with me. And I have to look at, so go to my website that talks a little bit more about it and book time with me. And that's membershipwebsites.now.site. And that's all I have.
I love that. I love that. I love you. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Such a wealth of knowledge. I mean, you should be charging us. No, not yet. We'll get on your calendar. Let's get on your calendar. No, that was super helpful. I think, I loved how you wrapped it up and framed it. There's so much money to be capitalized when looking at YouTube and monetizing on YouTube. And I'm actually in a similar space where I'm like, you know what? I could do all this on YouTube, but why do it when I can do it on my own website? Mm-hmm. I can get the sponsorships. I can get the advertising, the same ones that YouTube is getting, because at the end of the day, the content that's being viewed is our content, right? It's the content that we're providing. So I love that was, one of the recommendations you have, and also around the clock overall in terms of those loyalty programs. I think people forget. I always make a joke like, dang, I should be getting something for free. I come here, to my hairdresser. I'm like, I'm here, every 2 weeks. At this point, can I get a free hairdo? Exactly. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing with us. You put the information for in order for them to be able to reach out to you. Did you want to reshare that before we say farewell to you? Again, thank you so much.
Sure. Well, my site, because I do so much, is arbacooper.com.
That's where they can get on your calendar.
You can get on my calendar from there. But then to get more information about what I talked about today is membershipwebsites.now.site.
Got you. Membershipwebsite.now.site.
Sites with an S. Membership websites.
All right. Well, thank you again. And listen, you guys remember, genius is coming, and we will see you on the other side.